presume that this is now working, but I'm not sure. Let's just check. It just says waiting for some reason. What the fuck's going on here? I think we're in business. It just says waiting for some reason. What the fuck's going on here? I'll just do a sound check, so ignore this. I think we're in business. It just says waiting for some reason. Yeah. We're in business. Okay, so I've got a new headset, new microphone. I have no idea if this is actually sounding any good, but until I get my proper microphone, this will have to do for the time being. So the idea of the stream is today is to try and piece together the clues and information from the time traveler, who is somebody on YouTube that has been posting videos since December, pretty much giving away all the information about Battlefield 2042. I mean, he told us in December the next game is going to be Battlefield 2042, and as far as I know, everybody was saying that it's basically a fake fan account. Let's sort this camera out. Some fake fan account of some sort, which is totally possible. But all of the leaks that this guy's provided on his YouTube channel has turned out to be legitimate, because on the day of the Battlefield 2042 teaser, or the actual info dump that we had in June, it turned out was 6 months already told to us. So we've got some sort of there's some sort of credibility to this channel. What that leads to is the mystery, but what is really interesting is that the info that has been provided in previous videos that has been added to that channel has enticed me to sort of look into undiscovered Easter eggs and such things in Battlefield 4 and even Battlefield Hardline. And I haven't actually discovered anything new in Battlefield Hardline yet, but in Battlefield 4 I managed to find the Meteor Easter egg, which isn't much really. But it allowed me to learn how the game files work and various other things. Anyway, so today we've had, after probably, let me just get my facts straight. So 5 months ago was the last time we had a video from this time traveler, and if I'm not mistaken, that channel 5 months ago was actually called Phase something complete or in progress. So each video that has been uploaded since the 15th of December 2020 has had a phase to it. So, and I believe that one of the videos was deleted off the channel, which was something to do with Battlefield 5. But nevertheless, so we have stage 1 complete, stage 2 complete, and they all had a progress time in between each video. And then we got to like stage 4 in progress, or stage 5 in progress, and then we had a video that was posted called IRQ15, which was, in fact, I will actually, let me just see what my hotkeys are here. Yeah, that's correct. Not that. So we had this video called IRQ15. And this is basically a replica of what appears to be the Battlefield 4 Phantom program. Okay, let me just sort my sound out because I'm really struggling with this stream at the moment. I've got a brand new headset, new PC, and I'm not quite set up for all of this at the moment. Just bear with me a second. So I've got a second screen with my stream on it. Okay, so as I was saying, so IRQ15 was posted. Okay, just bear this in mind. It was posted on December the 18th, 2020. Okay, this was way before there was any kind of information regarding Battlefield 2042. At the time, everybody said, "Oh, it's Battlefield 6," or "It's just Battlefield," according to what everybody believed were leakers, legitimate leakers. Like, for example, Tom Henderson. He said, "Oh, the next title will just be called Battlefield," which even at that point in time I didn't believe. I mean, you're not going to call a game just Battlefield when there's so many different titles of Battlefield. I mean, it doesn't differentiate between any title. Okay, so watch the video. We'll pause the video here. Straight away, it's got the number 6 and 2042. I mean, this was posted in December 2020, so it's 2042. Okay, we'll carry on with the video. And then we get this pretty legitimate sort of replica. It's a pretty legitimate replica of the Phantom program from Battlefield 4 when you're in the Phantom program via Battlelog. Okay, so just quickly, I've been through this before. If you've already seen this before, I apologise, but it's just for anybody that wants to see this. So we're going to just scroll through this, and I'll point out the differences, specifically the differences in the proper real Battlefield 4 Phantom program and this Phantom program. So initializing Phantom program, okay. Now this is really important to remember. Identifying user, current user, error unknown. So here's the first thing. We now know, as of July 2021, all these many months later, that the unknown soldier is apparently a NOPAT in Battlefield 2042 called Oz. So we think. Take this with a pinch of salt, by the way, okay? So we think. So unknown. In the latest teaser and today's information that DICE have released, when it comes to the story of 2042, about this news reporter, he gets in touch with somebody that is unknown. Okay? First thing to remember. Drake up, blah, 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 blah. And then it says version 2021. Well, Battlefield 2042 is out in 2021. Setting latency time to 128. Well, I think that's to do with 128 players, not 64. Because in the previous version, on Battlefield 4, it said 64. Well, this is 128. And then on this second line, where it's got the name of this video is called IRQ15. On the line here where it says IRQ15, we've got the numbers 170 and 349. In the original, it's 1F1 and then 256, I think. I'm not sure, but this line was changed. 256, and then it's IRQ15 349. Okay, so this is the first time that we heard of these three numbers, 3, 4 and 9. Okay, and they keep cropping up ever since. We carry on down, scroll down a little bit more. And then it says assignment phase 4 complete, physical access restriction destroyed. In the original Phantom program for Battlefield 4, it says assignment phase 4 complete, physical access restriction in place. This one says that it's destroyed. And then it says phase 5 now active, awaiting further instructions. Right, so 2 more facts about this screen right now. The font used is identical to what's used in Battlefield 4. The colour is also identical. I've even photoshopped screenshots of this and what's in Battlefield 4, and it's the same. Okay, carry on in the video and we can hear Russian voiceover, something wrong with that, and then just here we get the Phantom skull, which was and various code, which I've looked through every frame in this video, apart from the fact that it says something about the new God of War looks awesome. There's not really much in there to sort of look at, apart from that Phantom skull in binary. Okay, and then we get this 6 with that glitch effect. Okay, that glitch effect is the main house scheme of Battlefield 2042 all these many months later. To be fair, it was also used in Battlefield 4 a little bit. Anyway, going back now, we also got a video of Hangar 21, and I'll recap on Hangar 21 again in a second because there's some other information. We also got this time is running out video, and if you look at the this is what appears to be a Battlefield 4 soldier in Fleur. And if you look at the emblem on the baseball cap, we've got that 349, and if you look really closely, we've got there, in between each of the letters, an alien face. Well, to be fair, you can actually just make that emblem in Battlefield 4. And then we got various Morse code. But what's interesting is that on propaganda it goes to what looks as though there's some sort of 21, 40 and 2. So 2, 1, 4 and 2. But if you look at it as though you were Mandarin, you've got a 2, a 0 and a 4 and a 2. So you've got 2142, 2042. Sorry, not Mandarin, Korean. And then the screen actually flashes Morse code. Now I can't remember exactly what they were. Anyway, so on the day that we had the trailer for Battlefield 2042, and we actually found out it actually really was Battlefield 2042, we've got a website that has been given to us in the clues called Kevin Simpson 2042.com, and this has changed multiple times, but at the time of the reveal trailer for Battlefield 2042, this website posted a series of codes which were looked to be ciphered. Okay, so now after we've got all those codes written down, and we also look at the community posts from the Time Traveller, we've got various further clues giving away more 2042 codes overnight. Now, I don't know if anybody's got one of these codes or not. I haven't got one yet. I'd like one, even though I've already pre-ordered, but this is blah blah blah. We are sorry that somebody supported. Right. Okay. Oh yeah, and it had like 1,000 slots for people to be able to get the codes. But anyway, there was enough people to be able to see the codes. But the latest one from yesterday was this picture, which I believe is an Enigma machine because it's got 3 It's got 3 coils, they say. There are 3 coils which also spin and decode one of the 4. So here's the 3 and the 4 and the 9 again. We've got the 3 coils, the 4 cogs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 9. It's the 9 rotations. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got the 9 rotations, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we've got a 9 rotations. So I believe that the 349 now is some sort of code for an Enigma machine. Previously, I did believe that the 349 was something to do with the alien trio dog tag in Battlefield 4, but that is now a different story. Okay. So now we've got these codes. Here's one of them. And now it's trying to figure out the numbers, the rotations of the rotors, the positions in the ring to decode the messages. What this is going to lead to, I have no idea. Okay, so far I've tried the 349 and various other rotations. So this stream is basically going to be me trying to work this out. Okay, and it's pretty much simple as that. Now, what's interesting about the Crypty machine on here is that it does actually have an M4 Shark edition. Okay, and there has been clues on the Time Traveller website previously about sharks. So we'll go back to that just now, because somewhere here there are, somewhere, if I can find them, somewhere, here we go. Okay, so these clues were posted, wow, quite some time, 2 months ago now. Got lightning, shark, lightning and shark, cannon steps, ruin, something else, blah blah blah. But anyway, we've got some sort of clues, and also this was posted before there was any idea that there was going to be some sort of tornado in Battlefield 2042. Yet strange that those tornado emojis are also used, and yet we've got parrots and ruins and steps and the cannon and things like that, but all to do with what looks like birds or anyway. But we've got the shark thing, so let's just say that this is the 3. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we've got 349 in this clue. We've got 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals something. That's the 3 up till there. So 3 things equal something. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, equals something else. So we've got the 4, and now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in an equation to equal something else. So we've got the 3, 4, 9, which equals lock, and unlock. Okay, so we've got those 3 unlocks with something questionable. So there's something questionable there. Equals palm tree, a whirlwind, 3 aliens, another tornado, a UFO, and I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Is it a gun on a tripod, or is it a telescope? I have no idea. Happy hunting. See you all in June. Okay. And then we've got rocket here at the end. This is really interesting. Rocket with the tornado equals a squid or a kraken. I'll tell you now, if there is a kraken on that map in Battlefield 2042, just mark my words, we'll know about it straight away. There's going to be a kraken in Battlefield 2042 as an Easter egg. No more megalodons, we're going to get freaking krakens. We've got the rocket, we've got the tornado, and we've got a kraken. that is what's going to happen here. But what it requires, I think, will possibly hook into Battlefield 4, or something to do with your unlocks in Battlefield 4, potentially. But going back to the Enigma machine, we've got the M4 Shark. So it's ideally best to stick with an M4 Shark Enigma machine, okay, whilst we're checking shit out. Gamma, see, I don't know what these are going to be. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's only sort of 8 rotors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 8 rotors. What we'll do is restart that web page back to default and paste in the code. We're going to change that to M4 Shark and decode. And now we're just going to change these rotors to 3, 4, 9. And we're just going to see what we can. This has got more rotors. Anyway, thanks some lads. I've been invited to a bit of a private Discord chat amongst some of the people that are trying to find things out. And we're just noting down all of the info. We'll just quickly catch up on what we've got here. Yeah, it's pretty much the same emblem I recreated as well for Battlefield 4. That's very interesting. Now, when I saw that video today, I was like, God, that looks like something out of Battlefield 4 straight away because of that mask on his head. It's very, very, very similar. I mean, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, the gun that soldier is holding is an AK-5C as well. Actually, no. It could be a 416, M416, but it's possibly an AK-5C because of that rail on the top, but still. Right. How does one decode this? So I did post earlier on the codes that somebody was kind enough to send me in Twitter. So the first code we had was this. Ciphertext. I've just had a thought. Hang on, I've just thought about something. This enroll, the fourth code, enroll. Enroll is the name I need to find on YouTube. The original countdowns, I've still got it here because I looked at it earlier on. Enroll was one of the names of the satellites. Does that satellite have a code number? Let's turn this playback speed. Let's see if we can find out what these satellite numbers are. Here we go. We've got here we go. So NROL satellites are 39 and 45. Right, here we go. And what code was that? The 4th. So let's hypothetically say we need 349 to decode the first one, and then we need NROL to decode the second one. Right, let's just start with that third code and put that in. So it's always going to be 349 according to that, and then NROL what was NROL? This is going to be confusing. Let's try 39 first. That's just not going to work, is it? Is there any other NROLs in that? Oh, great, thank you. Ah, we've got a 151. There's a 3-digit number here. We've got a 3-digit number, NROL 151. Let's do that then. 151. Okay, let's swap the numbers round. 1, 5, 1, and then 349, wasn't it? Or is it rotor? Okay, let's restart that. Put the code back in. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and then 3, 4, and 9. 3, 4, 9. Decode. Shit, man, this is hard stuff. There's got to be more of a clue to... There's got to be more of a clue to which way round we're supposed to decode this. Mind you, we've got NROLs there as well, but I presume that NROL 151 is the one here that we're supposed to be looking at, because it works in 3s, and Enigma will work in 3 unless otherwise. So an M3, Enigma 1. Okay, let's just try an Enigma 1. 3, 4, 9, and then 1, 5. Have we got a 101 there as well? NROL 45 and 39. 35, 25 and 39. Topaz? No. One 151, 101. Try that as well then, shall we? can't do a 0. Okay, so it's going to be definitely NROL 151. If that's one of the clues. It's got to be a 151 and a 349 in this clue to unlocking these codes. Which Enigma machine it's going to be, I have no idea. But it's, I would have thought it would have been Shark, but Swiss, an Enigma. And also, if this is Kevin Simpson 2042, who's apparently time travelled from 1942, from kevinsimpson1942.com, which by all means was an official dice. So Enigma 1942, let's just have a look into what that is. It was the M4. Okay, so the Enigma machine cipher, blah blah blah, mid 20th century was like called, and it was called the late 1930s, and it was an M4. The only problem that I have with using an M4 Enigma, it doesn't have 349, but what is interesting is Enigma in use 1943, which is 3 backwards, 3, 4, 9. Okay, so if that's a clue or something, I have no idea. But we've just got to keep that in our minds. 943 349, 1942, 1943. I'm not too sure if there's any kind of clues in that. So World War II was the Enigma. It's a four rotor Enigma. Navy on the U-boat traffic. Right. More interesting stuff. Just going back to the Operation 279 or 273 in Battlefield 4 and the new video from the Time Traveller today with the sound Easter egg was also a 1942 destroyer called the USS Phantom, and it was sank by a U-boat. So, 1st of February 1942, so M4. We're going to stick with M4, guys. So we're going to make sure that this is an M4. Mind you, M4 and Shark. There is definitely a way to unlock this. And it is definitely, I think, is 151 and 101 and 3940 fits perfectly. Coincidence is ignorance. Yeah, I remember the clues of coincidence is ignorance, so let's put that into perspective. So something that is coincidentally always the same, if you ignore it, you're being ignorant. It was one of the deleted videos with the Phantom Door, yeah. Looks like my font on my chat window on my stream's a little bit too big, which I'll fix for the next stream. Now, is this going to actually let me in? It will. It's actually going to let me in. Wow. Two 7.3. Why is my FOV so massive? Whoa, what the hell? Is it exactly the same voice? Right, it does sound, it does literally sound like the same voice. We're just going to listen to that new video. Definitely the same voice. What's really interesting is that the helmet is exactly the same as the alien trio. I know it's still an astronaut, and I know astronauts' helmets are pretty similar, but this has even got the actual, it's even got the side compartments on the helmet, and it looks like probably a woman climbing a ladder in an astronaut's head. Is it a woman?
The world wants to forget we exist.
And where do you even get the font for 2042? I've already looked for it. Alright, I'm convinced it's the same voice. In fact, I'm convinced it's exactly the same sound effect. So this here says 273 operation. And then it says prepare for war, prepare for famine. Quite fitting really for Battlefield 2042. And interestingly, very strange. This was posted 4 hours ago now. I thought it was longer than that, but for only 4 hours? 8 PM? Really? I'm sure it was longer than that. So, why is it that Jack Frags has suddenly posted, literally at the same freaking time, this video talking about Battlefield 4 potentially having content in Battlefield 2042 well, vice versa. I mean, it's starting to be a bit too much of a coincidence. I mean, is this guy actually Jack Frags or something? Could it be? Could it possibly be? Could it possibly be?
Battlefield 2042 news is heating up, and
He posted this video exactly almost the same time, and it coincidentally, we'll go back to the word coincidence is ignorance thing, it coincidentally fits in with Jack Frags' video, with Battlefield 4 content being in.
yesterday we got a new little teaser video and some information about the game. So I thought that I'd jump on BF4 today and play some Gunmaster to celebrate the fact. And basically what it was, there was a little video posted on Twitter. I'll play it now if you haven't seen it, just so you can see what it is.
The world wants to forget we exist. We will force them to see.
Okay, so the world wants us to forget we exist. It's the same voice in the time travel video.
Essentially, on
No different.
August the 12th, there's going to be a 9-minute cinematic video about BF 2042. That was my killed it. Going on. It looks like it's proper. Yeah, much from probably the US must be an. Took a while. To the street.
Right, this is the bit that's really
Now, the most
interesting.
interesting part of it for me is when that soldier runs through the streets and they're holding a modern looking weapon. You can't see their face.
It does, to be fair, look like a 416. I used to have an airsoft version of a 416 and it was pretty much identical to that. And I mean, the airsoft version of 416 is quite literally the same weight and size and shape as a real 416.
Holding a modern looking weapon.
Apart from the barrel.
You can't see their face, but it looks like they've got a hood on. And it also... There's a guy just hiding behind that bush. Well, that was easier than I expected it to be. It also looks like they're wearing a ballistic mask on their head. And that particular mask looks incredibly similar to the Chinese support from BF4. Again, I'll put a picture up on the screen here so you can see it and have a look.
Hold a thought. This is US versus US, so I can't change to China. I wanted to change to China and go support with
Support.
is that the what gun? It is that. Okay, so the support soldier in that picture in Jack Frag's video is definitely a Type 88. That is exactly the gun that's being held in Jack Frags' video. I'm not sure about the scope. No. Iron. No bipod. No muzzle. No scopes. In fact, the default is actually more like it. I'm not a Chinese soldier. Okay.
From BF4 again, I'll put a picture up on the screen here so you can see it and have a little comparison. Oh my god. Dude just wrecked me with that M60. Yeah, so it could be that BF4 and BF 2042 operate in the same universe. Maybe the story of BF3, BF4 is connected to BF 2042 and this is almost a sequel to those games. And that's a really interesting proposition for me because... because imagine if BF4 stuff turned up in BF 2042.
Well, why wouldn't it? I mean, why the frickin' hell would it not? Battlefield 4 was so successful, why would they not put any content from Battlefield 4 into 2042 when Battlefield 4 itself had an entire DLC called Final Stand, which was there designed to show you a glimpse into the future. I mean, that's just it. That's exactly what we're going to see. We're going to see Battlefield 20. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if we even see a return of maps like Hangar 21, which was given away in another clip by the time traveler in one of the videos. I'll just go to that video real quick. So, where are we? So it wasn't this video, it was this one. So we've got Giants of Corellia, and then we've got some 2142 sort of stuff, which is just Hangar 21. But this game was set in the year 2021, and the map was called Hangar 21. Why not Hangar 18, like the Megadeth song, or why not Hangar 18 or Hangar 52? Or I know Hangar 18 was like to do with aliens and stuff, I mean, there's a reason why they've chosen Hangar 21. Well, it's got to be because of the year 2021. It's just all too much of a coincidence. Yeah, definitely Falco. Jack Frags has always spoke in past tense, like he already knows something. For example, when we found out about Portal, Battlefield 2042 Portal last week, he admits in his own video, 6 days after, that he was invited to an event which was specifically for them to tell Jack Frags about a breakdown of game mechanics and all sorts of things where he could ask questions. Without a shadow of a doubt, Jack Frags has played Battlefield 2042. He has played it. He's been a part of playtests. And yeah, they are internal playtests. But if I'm wrong, there's nothing stopping Jack Frags from making a video and legitimately promising his people that follows him, I have not played Battlefield 2042. But he won't do that because he'd be lying. The problem that I have is with this channel is that it started with this. A countdown with Morse code which was, yeah, that's right, it counted down to the release date of Battlefield 2042, but in 2042. Now if you have EA Play Premium or have pre-ordered Battlefield, you'll get to play Battlefield 2042 a week before its official release date, the same as you will with the beta, which works out at the same time as this countdown as of from the 15th of December 2020. Now, the only thing that really concerns me about this channel is this number 6. I mean, it's on the profile picture. This header picture has changed. I thought this was a Kraken at first, but then on closer inspection, it's actually just it's a Japanese rocket launch. I'm not going to go into that. I've already covered that before. But going back to today's video, whoever creates this video, whatever creates this video, has got access to the digital toolset. Most likely a Sony Vegas toolset, which gives them the preset Battlefield 2042 glitch effects for them to then put into the videos, which then they've had since here. So it's very confusing. 3 plus 4 plus 9 equals the future. I don't think that the Enigma machine is the future. Maybe not.
Best music compilation.
Okay, so that's inside the Hangar 21 Phantom room. There was also another video with the DICE headquarters in Sweden. Yes, there was. I remember. It was a guy walking down the street and I found the original video for it. It was copied from another YouTube channel. And when I sent a message to the guy who uploaded that video, to the person. It was a tourism channel. I sent a message to that channel and never got a response, I don't believe. But it did hypothetically, well, it did have the DICE HQ, and it was in Stockholm.
I got your ammo. Pick it up.
I mean, at first, when we first saw this map on CTE, about a week before it was actually released, that light actually did flash Morse code. Probably find it in sort of the Battlefield Easter egg community history. But then when the map was released, it was replaced with a standard animation that just loops, and it's got no pattern that resembles Morse code. So the video today is literally a helmet on a metal or wooden chair that gets picked up. It's got a oxygen pipe attached to, and then we've got these constellations. Now they do look like constellations, but are they constellations? And then we've got the person's eyes with a reflection on the visor of the helmet, which looks like the earth or a screen, like they're looking at a screen, but there's a reflection in the glass of the helmet. This is some confusing shit, I'm telling you. Very confusing shit. Very confusing. But whichever way we look at it, everything in the past has turned out with some legitimacy. So we can't put that behind it now and say, well, this is a load of shit. There must be something going on that we can't see. Okay, so that's definitely a reflection of planet Earth in the visor of the helmet, but there's nothing. I mean, it's got all sorts of legitimate official DICE effects to it. Even the interlacing is exactly the same. I mean, it's not exactly... I wouldn't say it's impossible to replicate that stuff, but I mean, it takes a lot of time to replicate it if you haven't already got a template to go behind it. I mean, I've just made a new intro for my upcoming 2042 videos that I plan to do. And just to even put my name into that glitch effect is just super, super difficult. Okay, so here's a good pause. We've got an aluminium ladder. Fuck, do you know what this... Excuse my language. This looks like the ladder that's on Hammerhead. In the broken elevator shaft. And it's got that... You can see that emergency tape, like the yellow and black stripes. And then you hear that leave this place, and it's like he or she... I'm pretty sure this is a female. I mean, if it is a male, no offence to the guy, but he's had a pretty bad rhinoplasty. Could be a guy. Young guy, though. I mean, this isn't... This isn't some shit from that film with Sandra Bullock, is it? Because, I mean... Is it me, or does that look like Sandra Bullock? Jeff has a nose or something. Yeah, it started with a lavender field from BF5. Yep, that right. So that lavender field was just sort of a still animated. It was actually a video from Battlefield 5, but it was looking like a hut in the middle of the field. And when you invert, I think it's probably in one of my streams from many months ago, probably even back to the start of December. There's actually Arabic text that fades in so slowly that you can't even recognize it appears. You just think it's a part of the video, and then it fades out really slowly. But when you translate that Arabic text, according to a friend called Max of mine, he said that the text translate to "I am the traveller from I am the time traveller from 1942," and that's it wasn't 2042. It said 1942, and that was in Arabic text that appeared on the sandstone brick. It's pretty clear that Dice is a part of the time traveller. I don't know. I think the person behind this channel works for DICE, without any doubt in my mind. I don't think that this is official DICE stuff. But, for example, Julian Monolov and Nicholas Astrand, or people that create Easter eggs for previous titles and in the future, do this all in their spare time, unofficially, by official means. And that's what this is starting to look like. Is that maybe the reporter? What if it is? But I think after today's videos from DICE officially on this new movie thing that's going to come out, I think that the time traveller is possibly this Oz guy, or the OZ guy, because there were clues to that. The thing is, this is just so much more legitimate than any other video that has been put. I mean, you just don't create effects on videos like this without what you call a house template. And then also have the actual font. I mean, can I pause this and check this font? I mean, it's glitched. Can I get it to line up? That'll do. Right, let's close this shit off. And we're going to go battlefield.com. Explore Battlefield. So we're going to get, this is where we're going to see a lot of the fonts. Let's put them side by side. Right, so the first thing we're going to look at is the N. We know if that lines up, it's got a kink in it at the top left of the N. So let's find something with an N. So this is a different font. Anything in that font with an N. I'm looking for the letter N now. Game overview. I mean, let's just make sure that this hasn't just been botched together. Battlefield Portal. No. The World of 2042. How we got here? How we got here? Discover more. Right. Well, looking for the letter N. Here we go. N. Right. So we know the N's legit. So the N there and the N on there has the kink in exactly the same place. So whoever this is making this has got the literally the proper font. If we look at the R, there's a kink just below the top left of the R, as we have there. The T has got a kink underneath the top line. Correct. Okay. This right. That's enough for me to confirm it. I mean, it doesn't matter how hard you try, you can't find the actual perfect Battlefield 2042 font anywhere. There's people that have replicated, but it's not exactly the same as what they use on the website. And I've even tried to extract the font out of the JavaScript from the website, and I just haven't succeeded. I'm 70% sure that Astrand is behind this. Right, it's definitely not Nicholas Astrand, because Nicholas Astrand follows a little rule where he will always tell the truth about his clues. And somebody's already asked him on Twitter if it's something to do with time travel, and he said, no, it is fan-made. Nicholas Astrand literally said that on Twitter, it is fan-made. But he then said in the same thread, this doesn't mean to say that it's not somebody that works at DICE. Okay? So. If I'm reporting no Pat Signal Corps, not sure about that. Could be the reporter, but why is a reporter putting on an astronomer's sort of helmet? I could see it possible. If actually thinking about it, we see them picking the helmet up. What if this reporter has gained access to whatever this place is and puts the helmet on to enter somewhere else? But then, if you look at the gear, strings attached to all sorts. This isn't a space outfit. I mean, this is not an outer space kind of astronaut outfit. This is like it's more like a nuclear bunker protective suit. Minus gloves. And since Oz has control over Kevin Simpson, it's pretty likely that it's through Reporter. No. 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 She is not the time traveller, because the time traveller is definitely Kevin Simpson. The time traveller is Kevin Simpson, but it's how he's referred to as the unknown person in the future. But it's more likely that it is actually this Kevin Simpson character. I mean, I wonder if you can actually get to kevinsimpson1942.com anymore. It's for sale. Somebody could buy that and actually troll everybody. This was a legit DICE-owned website during the Phantom program on Battlefield 4, and the website loaded the sound of a Morse code and then an image that looked like this. That was it. Here's the sound file for it. Hang on. I haven't heard this for years. I'm just going to pause my music. I have not heard this sound effect since about 2015. So it's so interesting. Sorry guys, didn't want that to blurt out loud. So that's the original sound file from the kevinsimpson1942.com website. And I can't actually remember the outcome of that. Here we go. So it was a sound file which had the words epic inside. Oh, okay, I remember now. Okay, I remember. So, found a Kevin Simpson 1942.com clue. Spectrogram reveals a hidden text. Right, so I remember this. So this was one of the words. Okay, very interesting. This was posted on Reddit 7 years ago. Kevin Simpson 1942's Battlelog profile says try again, JF. Jack Frags. A lot of people are assuming that this is Jack Frags, and the devs are taunting him, but I disagree. There's a WordPress blog belonging to Kevin Simpson 1942, and he copy and pasted a section of a Wikipedia article about a hovercraft. Upon reading the article, I found a reference to a John Frost, aka Jack Frost. Upon reading through his Wikipedia article, it turns out he had designed a pancake engine. Which he had placed into a saucer-shaped vehicle in an attempt to make a VTOL aircraft. He also worked on a Project Y and made this bad boy. What's that supposed to be? Which maybe it's just me, but screams 2142. I don't know why. I feel like this entire Phantom project are building up to a 2143. This is really friggin' interesting. This is very interesting. This was 7 years ago, by the way, guys. Hovercraft Secret is working on flying saucers. So we're going back to that whole alien shit. Hover tanks were a vehicle in 2042. A premium knife is expected to be released in Final Stand. Is the knife from 2142, correct? Some of the map names in The Last Stand are considered to be references to 20, like Walker Factory, correct? This was way before the DLC came out. There is a 24 style drone in the corner of BF3. Yeah, I know that. I just can't figure out how it all ties to the Phantom project. I can't figure out the password. Anyway, the password turned out to be Epic Dream Worlds, which was one to do with that sound file, which was the word epic. Dream, not too sure what the dream was, but the worlds were to do with Kevin Simpson's Battlelog profile had pictures of planets and worlds and things like that. Edit. I also ran a spectrogram analysis of the audio file from the website. It's interesting. There are some voices in the first. A woman's voice that I can't quite make out. I can't think it's anything. That's again a strange coincidence too. If that is, let's just say that this is a female. I mean, it looks too much like Sandra Bullock to me for it to be a male. I'm not saying it is Sandra Bullock, it just looks like it, but what's this picture? Okay. Edit 2. Kevin Simpson Battlefield profile is now extra planet. Did a reverse image search from the image from Kevin and it came back with this. Well, this was a clue to the Phantom program password again. Like C500. And then the A, 500, the M. There's multiple other clues there as well. I can't remember all of them. It's clear. Phantombuild.jpg. Edit 5. Upon further inspection of Kevin Simpson's battle log profiles, 3 emblems, a shield, a symbol of 3 planets, blah, blah, blah. We know all of this from literally nearly 10 years ago or something. Poem saying as a reference. Damage shit. Right. The poem sounds like it might be a reference to a pilot landing on a carrier. On that damaged ship, I was the wreck. Tuning guitars without strings. Here's the new emblem. Okay, we know all of that. I think behind all of this, and Jack Fraggs' strangely coincidental video talking about BF4 content in 2042, I think we've got a piece of puzzle together here of Battlefield lore. Not necessarily the actual lore in what's going on in the planet, but to do with the Easter eggs. She doesn't look like a soldier who travelled 100 years, who leads a whole unit of darkest of operatives and phantoms to save the future. Maybe not, but then again, in Battlefield 5 we had bloody Hannah, one of the specialists there. I mean, it took thousands of people to work out the Phantom program stuff, you know. Just going back to the 273 numbers. Oh, actually, hang on. USS 349. So it's a DD and an SS. The first USS Dewey 349 was a Farragut-class destroyer in the United States, launched in 1934. Okay. What about the 349 then? Decommissioned 71, 46. So we've got the years 34 and 46. Where was that? Explore World of 2042. How we got here? That's the world, brink of war. Okay. Right. I've got a hunch. "2033 gets changed to 1933. What happened on October the 9th, 1933 on this day? Nothing. Jan 11th, 1934. Nothing. August the 8th, 2035 to 1935. Okay. So, Ryzen and notepads. New normal 2037. Let's just search that hashtag. Yeah, that's funny. There's a whole Reddit thing about no Pat being as in no Pat, as in Patrick, no Pat. That's quite funny. I don't know. Okay, there's nothing much going on that. No Pat, no. Wow, look at that. It was only on Google Images. Okay, nothing about that. The blackout of 2040. I'm sure there's a blackout in 1940. Yeah. It was the Blitz, that's right. It was the blackout. This was a let me just catch up on the messages, sorry guys. So could it be possible that something in Battlefield 4 relates to 2042 and is the key to the door on Nanch's strike? There's definitely nothing behind the door on Nanch's strike. Let's just put that totally clear. There's 100% absolutely nothing behind that door. I've pulled the game files to bits. There is nothing behind that door. But there's nothing to say that we won't get that door in 2042, and it's got an opening mechanism on it. And I believe by looking at the game files on Nancha Strike, I believe that it was actually a bigger Easter egg that was going to be the Phantom Room, but it was unfinished because of time constraints, which is why it was then put in to Hangar 21 with the elevator. It would have been an open door with with a zigzag staircase going down a long way, and as you go down each layer of steps, it checks what dog tags you've got on. It kills you as you go down, and that same mechanism was put into place with the Peacekeeper Easter egg in Battlefield 1. They would have used exactly the same mechanism with the Nancha Strike door, but it was unfinished, and that's why it was just left as a closed door. And there is a hollow space behind the door, but there's nothing in that hollow space. But clues from Battlefield 4 legitimately are something to do with 2042 and 2142. I'm just wondering if there's something in 2142 that was never found. But it being an old game and me being a developer of Battlefield 2 and various other games, when it comes to that, I would have known about that, and I can assure you that there's nothing that was untoward as far as I'm concerned in Battlefield 2142. Fuel sorted for open war, expat choice to do is fighting for the flag for the future. War is the story. Okay, so we're sort of at a dead end still. The Journey of No Pats by Caven Becker. Is that how you say it? Becker? Becker? That ship, that freaking ship right there, on that picture, is the same ship as what's in Paracel Storm. And strangely looks like the USS Phantom. Look at this. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. There's a much more. No, it's not the AM273. Was it the 273? There is a ship in Battlefield 4, which is pretty much identical to that. Click to enable controls. So. Okay, so I was looking at this earlier on with my partner actually when we saw the video that Lossie had put up, just talking through the story. It was quicker to watch his video. So at the side of the picture here, we've got you do something, which, so this basically says you do not need to see something. Like, you do not need to see this. Okay, and then behind here we've got the word Gemma, somebody's name. Chad, Norman, and Gemma. Chad, so CHAD, NORMAN, and Gemma. So we've got Chad, Norman, and Gemma. Got like the infinite symbol or a mask or something. Just check upon this. Central Reserve is behind this. Maybe Astrand is behind this, we don't know. I don't think so. I think he's too honest. I think Astrand is too honest. I mean, if let's just say, if just got to say this, but if textures in game are like this, then we're in for a treat. But I can assure you that this is actually a real photo. This is then again, is it? Yeah, it is. It's a real photo, this is, guys. This is most likely off the side of a bridge. Most likely an iron riveted bridge with a train track over the top. And this is something that I commonly see here. I mean, where I am here, I'm in France. I'm British from England, but I live in France. I think it's entirely plausible that this is on a train track bridge and it's just simple graffiti, and none of this is actually anything to do with 2042 at all, except for that NOPAT symbol. And I think it's possible that that NOPAT symbol was actually just not even there in the first place, if I'm honest. I think that was photoshopped over the top. Using opacity. Nice photo though, I've got to say, I like that. And then we've got this one, and we've got, I've not seen this before. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the meaning of this picture? What is the meaning? What's the purpose of that? The magic act. I mean, what's actually the purpose of this? What's necessary? What's the name of this picture? This is actually official. Let me just backtrace on these folders on their web server. It's proper law. It's an actual web server they've set up just for the law. Okay. We've got a We've got a redacted layer here. Is there supposed to be sound on this? Because why have they got an API script on this page? If there's no sound on it. Oh, and I'm not sure if anybody else noticed this, but I've got to point this out that I noticed earlier. That's London, okay? And this is not a game. This is a police vessel that the British Transport Police use in London, and in the background you can actually see Tower Bridge. Okay, so that's London. If I put in Exodus boat London, yeah, it's called the Sneaker of some sort. It's not a yacht, but it's used by the police. Might be able to find. Well, anyway, you can see Tower Bridge here, legit, and you can see it in the background just there. So you know it is Tower Bridge. Exodus boat. Let me just put British SSS Exodus. Nope. Anyway, it is definitely, because it's been sighted and seen by people that live in London. The Exodus, it actually patrols the River Thames from start to finish. It's, you know, it was put into action against anti-terrorists. So that there is not anything to do with 2042. It's just a photo they've used. Let me see if I can inspect that piece there. And here is the picture. Much clearer image of Tower Bridge. Here we go, we can see the number on this here, so we can see that it is MFS04. MFS04. Boat. We're going to find it somewhere. I mean, I'm pretty convinced that is a real photograph. Ray tracing just doesn't do that job. Even in 10 years, ray tracing will not do that job. That there is legit photographic. What has it brought me there? Is that ship in that video the same boat? HTML5 video, here we go. We can find that video here. Let me just try and get that out. Because we can try and MP4. There it is. There's the video. Okay, here's the video. This is the actual MP4 that's used on the website. So we know that's definitely real, definitely real. I mean, that's after the Hurricane Katrina. It's stock footage used from Hurricane Katrina. That is the destruction of a bridge, and that there in the background, well, it's a docking port. That there, I'm not sure if that's the same boat. And there we have a country, and then a soldier in 2042. This is in game. That's in game. That is the Exodus. That is the photo. It's the 04. You can actually make it out. I've downloaded that whole MP4. Okay. Maybe. Right. I'm going to sound really freaking stupid. That there is the Exodus with an 04 at the end. It's the same. Okay. That boat in game is that boat. This is a video. This picture has London in the background, and that is photoshopped onto it very well. We've got another MP4 here. Hero Medium XL. Hero Medium, let's change that to XL. There we go. So we've got this video in higher quality now. That boat there is the Exodus. Same name, same texture, same everything as what we see here. It's the same. The only thing that is different is that this boat in the game doesn't have handrails. This has handrails. It has a barrier. But it's the same boat. 1, 2, we've got 3. Oh, is it the same or not? Yeah, it is the same. Because if you, I don't know how well you can see this on the stream. We've got what would most likely be a pretty powerful GPS. There, and it's the same there. 1 and 2. No, it's not. It's not the same. It's almost the same. It's actually almost the same, but it's not. It's not the same. It looks the same, but don't be fooled. We've got 2 exit hatches. We've got 2 there as well, to be fair. It's very similar. Very, very similar. But this is definitely not the same boat, because we've got there three radars on this photo and no radars. It may look okay. So this boat here is in-game footage. That there, I would say, is in-game 2042 footage. But we do also know okay, here's my check the Discord. Falco, where did you find that footage, that video, that image from that you've got there? Because it's pretty good. Am I missing something? See, what I'm trying to determine, guys, is that we've what I'm trying to determine here is that we've got a picture of London. Okay, we've got a picture of London and we've got this boat which is remarkably similar to that. I mean, if that is that, it is the same boat. Facebook page. Fair enough. Okay. But this image here is still Photoshop because that boat doesn't exist in real life. If what they've done by the looks of it is just taken a picture of that at sea in game. Hang on a second. Are they confirming that we've got a map in Battlefield 2042 of London, or the Thames estuary? So these are hidden. Right, okay. Anybody notice this? Is it just me that can see this? Let me just keep playing this until people can see what's going on in the background there. I mean, I spotted it straight away, but just for... How do I even skip frames? Frame by frame. To me, it looks like a phantom skull in the background there. I can see the two eye sockets. See the roundedness. Or if that's not, that's a freaking alien with big black eyes. Might be just pareidolia, they say. Pareidolia. I mean, that there is the ship. Oh well, we had a look. Okay. Still on this server and not been kicked. It really looks like something. I'm just wondering if the notepad symbol shows up in any BF4 maps anyway. Don't think it does, especially not on these maps because they're not related. Technically at that point they're not related to 2042, whereas the last two DLCs would be. So we're going to check on... We're going to check Pearl Market first, actually. As for the codes, somebody's going to work it out. I'm going to have another look into it probably tomorrow, but I think I need to sort of... I think I need to really look into all the previous clues properly and stuff, but it's definitely a cipher of some sort. If it's not Enigma, it'd be something. It is definitely this. Is it Caesar? We've got a QR code here. I've never seen that. Let's scan it, shall we, and find out what it does. I've not seen a QR code before in Battlefield 4, except for when they hid them on the tanks. Let's see what that is. Let's turn this UI off. Let's scan that QR code, shall we? Let's have a look. It's not even a QR code. Not even a QR code. Fair enough. I wonder if it could be a Caesar cipher though. These are parts of Pearl Market I've never been to. Jeez, it lets me go down here.
Hey, come back!
Maybe not
We
there.
need you over here, soldier!
Pig.
We gotta have you over here, soldier. Move back!
Can't actually say I
Hey! Watch out, don't go there! Get back in here! We need you in here, soldier!
don't think I've ever been to these areas before on Pearl Market. It's one of those Weird camera's beeping at me. Okay, French symbol. I think I'm at some sort of dead end, to be honest, at the moment. The fuck was that? I think it was a missile, but a little information for you. Yeah, this Jingmao website .com, yeah, that was actually a legitimate website going to a blog, and when you went to the page, it was nothing to do with Battlefield 4 except that the title of the page came saying "Welcome BF4 players." I wonder if the no-pat symbol can be found in BF4 anywhere at all, even just one time. Battlefield 3 icon. Shender.ea.com. Really? No such thing. Is that QR code again? Okay.
You're leaving the AO! Get back here, soldier! Don't go out there, soldier. Get back into the AO.
There's Tomahawk.
back here. We need you here, soldier.
Okay, I think I'm at a dead end for tonight. Before we go though, we're going to just check out a Caesar cipher on these codes. I'm just going to take this code and just check out Caesar. No, it can't be, can it? It's gotta be Enigma. Hang on, that changes. U, B, G, L. Just put U, B, G, L. U, B, G, L. 349. Let's just reset this a second. Decode. U, B, G, L. 3, 4. Hold on a second. 3, 4, 9, 3, 4. Let me see these codes again. Hang on. This is Enigma, because let's take this fifth code, Enroll, which was 151. So let me put my stream back over to this. Okay. Let's take this fifth code, reset the Enigma, and put that into decode. Okay? As follows. So we're going to go 3, 4, 9, 1, 5, 1. Reset that again to decode that code on 1, 5 1 3 4 9. Right, now let's change that to 3 and that to a 9. There's definitely some kind of discrepancy because we're not going to just have words 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. We're going to have no spaces in this at all. Reset now to this, and then we're going to go 1 2 3 3 4 9. Try 1 5 1 on that. Hang on, I've got a decode here. Let's reset that once more. Decode, put that back in, and we go 3 4 9 1 5 1. What if the original message was first reversed? If the message was first reversed before going through an enigma, that would explain why it doesn't work with the clues that we have. So what we want to do here is the first code was first code was, let's go to decode and put that in, and then we just put that into backwards. So L, X, W, N, C, E, M, O, J, S, J, C, K, L, I, C, X, M, D, H, V, H, N, H, K, M, A, S, Q. We're just going to copy that and reset the enigma again. Go to decode and put that in, and go to 3 4 9. But then, if it's already decoding it into 5s, then there shouldn't need to. You see, 1 2 3 4 5, and then so we've got 5 and then a 4 at the end. Okay. On his we've got 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 and then 4 at the end. But on the first code we've got 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 and then 4. This first code well and truly is Enigma. It has to be, because it doesn't matter what I put in here, you are still going to get, if you've got only 3 letters on the last word, 4 letters will put that first of the one back into the fourth, and then if I put 1, 2, 3, so basically we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So this code, right, that we're trying to do here is 100% Enigma M3, without any question about it, because that is the output format of Enigma. So this code, well and truly, there's no need to look anywhere else apart from that first code first, decoding it on an Enigma machine, but got a Caesar cipher there as well. Yeah, it has to be Enigma. There's nothing else that it can be. If I change it to Enigma 1, Norwegian. Okay, so Enigma 1. So the first code, let's get this head straight here. So the first code was as follows. And the second code was 349 in Roman numerals. So, which was actually the first. So the first code was 349, and then that one was Ziz. So we'll go back to this first code, the second code, but we are using the clue that was given to us as 349. So we'll restart the Enigma. I didn't want to do that. Restart the Enigma machine, go to decode, and we're going to put that in. Okay. We've got to do something with the rotors and the rings, so we'll try. Restart it again. Restart it. This is going to take a little time, but we're going to work this out. This is definitely Enigma M3, guys, so we can just figure this out now. Restart. Put that back in. I'm going to remove the spaces as well. Make sure that makes zero difference there. No, it doesn't. The spaces make no difference. Oh, I've done it wrong. Hang on. Respace. Decode. Gotta put this on decode. Shit, I've just got to do this again now. 3, 4, and 9 on the rings. 3, 4, 9, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 3, 4, 9. It's going to be here somewhere. German intelligence, German Navy, German submarines, commercial. Swiss. All of them have position settings for reflectors, apart from I don't think it could be anything else. I mean, it can't be ray offense because that's just 2, and then a Caesar cipher. Decode Enigma. Enigma decoder. Damn. All right. I'm going to call this off and in my own time I'm actually going to go through a lot of combinations, but we can absolutely guarantee that these are Enigma codes, because the format of them would not come out anything different. They would come out with different combinations, different spaces, different amounts of characters. HHXUC, what's that? I haven't got that code. Oh yeah, I do. HHXUC. QSAMK. Yeah, I've got it. Okay, right guys, thanks for watching the stream. I know we haven't quite got to the end of the mystery, but we will do. I'm gonna do another stream tomorrow once we've got the second part of the information from this so apparent 2042 news reporter. That's going to be officially released on the website, so we'll wait for that. And I think until then, there's not really much else I can be getting on with unless I just go through many different numbers on Caesar. And if there's any